never get colds, and Jeff Dye asked me to pick out the dirty-minded girls in the audience. What's your first name? I'll let him know. Okay, thank you. So you guys, I'm so happy to be here. I had a little problem here a while back I wanted to get your take on. Had a good friend in town who's kind of a high roller invite me to play in a golf tournament with a guy who's an even high roller, congressman / attorney. He's basically telling me, hey, you really need to behave yourself. Well, hey, it's me, no problem. He tells me, the guy's kind of a paradox. What do you mean, paradox? Well, he's one of these people, he's always telling other people what to do, and he's really active in his church. He's been caught cheating on his wife a couple times. Oh, you mean an ass bag? Sure. Yeah, I've been around ass bags before. No big deal. I know what to do. So bring another buddy along. We go out to this tournament at YCC. Over the loudspeaker, and it always sounds really ominous at golf tournaments. You never know where the hell the person is who's talking. It's like God talking to Moses. Thank you for coming out today to help us support the fight against this very worthwhile adversary we know as childhood obesity. Childhood obesity? I missed the news last night, but did they cure cancer and every actual ailment and disease? Childhood obesity? So my buddy and I, we're thinking this is kind of funny, and the ass bag guy was like, you guys are really something. I'm like, oh, thank you, yeah. And so we're going on about it. We got to fight against fat kids. This is a very worthwhile cause. Only golf tournament I've ever been to, there are candy bars on every hole. My friend, you had a picture of him, he's like, kind of looks like Ichabod Crane, but with bigger ears, skinnier, less handsome. Eating candy bar after candy bar. This is coming out of some fat kid's lunch. We're doing our part. And so, I'm like, you know, this is so freaking bizarre. It's not like the FDA needs to approve some drug that people can take. I mean, it's already legal to not eat Oreos with pizza, right? They're not raising money for an anti-Doritos vaccine or anything like that. Or it's not like there's a dictator in some country that's keeping the Red Cross from. I mean, because the cure for childhood obesity is less food. I mean, they're not filling Denny sacks with air and dropping them from a helicopter. Here kids, have this. That'll cure it. So we're going through all this, and Aspeg is like, you know, I don't find your humor very humorous at all. I'm like, oh, that's okay, dude. We're not trying to entertain you. It's just for us. It's just for our own selves. We're going on, and I gotta admit, it gets a little out of hand. People who don't drink very often shouldn't drink too much at certain times. There's a couple, like everything I've said so far is pretty tactful, but there's a point where I made a putt that really surprised me. It kind of goes, around and down and in. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's see some fat bastard make that putt. And so I'm getting cocky. We're having a great time. So at the end of the day, we go in and we're meeting the guy's wife. And I thought, okay, I've been a total jackass to this guy all day. The only thing that could make this better is I'll be really super charming to his wife. And then she'll have to hear about what a nice guy I am all the way home. Okay, that's a good passive-aggressive trick. And he's one of these pear-shaped guys, and she's a cute little socialite girl, And I'm like, oh, hello, it's so great to meet you. Oh, he didn't tell me how beautiful you were. She's like, thank you. And, we're going on about it, and it's like, so what do you do for a living? Oh, I just do my charitable cause. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so I'm going on about this thing, Okay, can you freaking believe that there is a tournament to raise money for the fight against fat kids? That makes no sense. Fat kids are not a danger to society. They're not an actual disease. And she's going from this to kind of this. And I'm thinking she doesn't get it. I'm like, no, it's really dumb. Like, oh, maybe she's really educated. It's nonsensical. It's ironic. I'm using bigger words. And then I start making up words. It's really spoofendanious if you think about it. I'm going on and on. And she's like, are you making fun of the fat children? I'm like, no. I'm making fun of... And I want to say this was not my fault. That guy, if he just said an hour ago, my wife is the head socialite lady that put on this tournament, that would have helped things out, because I started going on, like, I'm just picturing some bonehead sitting around in a committee going, I don't even know how to spell anemia, and I understand it's bad, and people, they're telling me to sit down and shut up. It's like my mother's here. Okay, so we see these socialite people from time to time, and I think all is forgiven because they don't even acknowledge that they know me. They don't look at me or talk to me or anything. It's really nice that they're at least that forgiving. I think part of it, how it happened, they had 3 little kids, about this high, and this high, however old that would be. And they're like, this fat, and this fat, however fat that, it's like fat Huey, fat Dewey, fat Louie. And on the way out, I'm like, hey, we're rooting for you, brother. We're out here for you. I got fist pumps from all the kids. So I think my ability to relate to their children is kind of what warmed them up to me. And I would like to thank all of you guys for having some of my childish antics tonight.